What if I told you that this, and this mobile apps will build completely without writing a single line of code? Yes, these are fully functioning native mobile apps that are published on Android and Apple stores. And they were built by something called no code, which means that their founders didn't have to write a single line of code or hire expensive developers to make their idea come into reality. And if you want to do exactly that and start building your own mobile apps without any technical experience, then this is the video for you.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. معكم وديع علاء عساف من جامعة النجاح، تخصص أنظمة معلومات إدارية. بهذا الفيديو راح أشرح عن التطبيق اللي عملته للدكتور ماهر عرفات، وراح أشرح عن عدة منصات بنستخدمها عشان نعمل تطبيقات بدون معرفة برمجية. يعني أي حد عنده فكرة قادر يعمل تطبيق حتى لو ما كان متعلم البرمجة. أول منصة راح أحكي عنها اللي هي منصة جيت فورم. اللي بيميز هاي المنصة إنها منصة سهلة وما بتاخد وقت كبير عشان تعمل تطبيق، وبنفس الوقت في أكثر من طريقة عشان تصنع فيها التطبيق. بتقدر تعمل نسخ لتطبيق موجود عندك يعني جوا الكمبيوتر، وبتقدر تصنع متجر وهو بكون معطيك، يعني هو بيساعدوك، أو بتقدر تستخدم تمبلت جاهز، وبتقدر تصنع واحد من سكراتش. ومن هون بتقدر تضيف وبتقدر تعدل وبتقدر تسوي اللي بدك إياه، والمنصة سهلة أي حدا قادر يستخدمها. وفي عمل تطبيقات بهاي المنصة زي هدول مثلا، وحطيتهم جوا الوورد، فأي يعني لما أنزل فيديو بتقدر تشوفوهم. وفي كمان جلايد.
So this is what the glide builder looks like. Very straightforward. You have this side here on the left where you have the components. You'll click plus and then choose the different components that you want to add. So let's add an image and let's add that on top. Boom. And if you want to edit that image, we'd click on it, and then here on the right we would change the different styles. So we can choose simple, cover, profile, and if you want to remove it, you just click here on the X. And here on the left you can also see the different pages, so we could go to the customers page or here the product catalog page. If you go to data, you could see all the data for your apps, so you could have a table within Glide that stores all the data, or here you can actually integrate an external database like Airtable as well. And if you go to actions, here is where you can automate things and supercharge the app itself. It has integration with OpenAI.
جلايد منصة تصميمها فخم وسهلة الاستخدام. عن طريق جلايد انت قادر تعمل اي اشي بالصفحة. تحط اللي بدك اياه عن طريق هون. بتقدر تحط كارد، بتقدر تعمل ليست، كونتينر تدخل جواته تكست، تعمل اللي بدك اياه. وفي هون قائمة الداتا بتخزن فيها كل صفحة ايش الداتا اللي بدك تكون موجودة فيها. وفي هون اكشنز بتقدر تضيف اشياء زي الاي اي وهي الاشياء على التطبيق الخاص فيك. ومن هون السيتنجز بتتحكم باللوجو، بتتحكم بالاسم، وهون الشير.
People who are serious about UX, which is user experience. They're trusted by big brands, they have a very good design system, and they really go heavy on their website to advertise that. And I think that's awesome, because with other apps you actually need to know quite a bit about design to be able to build an app that actually looks pretty good. So let's choose a template. Let's say I want to do a non-profit app. We could choose a theme, so I'm gonna just go for the default one. Navigation, let's say we want to have this side menu like that. Here you can name your project, then we wait for a second, let's click discover, and then boom, we're in our app. So from all the builders so far, this is actually the most simple UI I've ever seen. Like the buttons are massive, it's actually quite easy to see like what is going on here. So this is what it looks like. This would be the menu, but that's pretty cool. So here we could see like the events that would come up, click to donate, our fights. Yeah, so we could see the different things that this company would be doing and register for the email. So let's say we want to actually change something. So here we'd click on the color and fonts, and we can change all the colors in here. So here we could actually see all the different components and see their hierarchy. And you can also click on tree and actually see how the different pages interact together. So this is menu, and this is actually the home page. If you wanted to add a new page, you click and add a section, say a blog, add. Now we've got a blog page, so I guess if you write any articles, they will show up here. Here we can change the icon of the app. And if you want to have deeper functionality, you would get them from their extension store. So you can integrate Airtable forms, Active Campaign, Buy Me a Coffee, Google Tasks, Instagram.
جود باربر. المنصة سهلة، كل عليك تحكي لها عن ايش التطبيق اللي انت بدك تعمل اياه، وهم بيساعدوك، والتطبيق والصور وهي الاشياء الانشاء لازم يكون عليك. هون في structure اللي هو زي مخطط للتطبيق، بتتحكم انه بالصفحات وين لازم تروح شو لازم تعمل وهيك. وفي اديله نفس النظام بالضبط.
Number 3, which is Adalo. Adalo is another native mobile app builder, but it's a lot simpler to use than the previous tools that we mentioned. So if you don't have much technical experience and you want to have your app running as soon as possible, then this might be the tool for you. So Adalo promises that you can build custom and responsive apps and publish them anywhere without any code. As you can see, it allows you to build responsive web apps. It has integration with Zapier and Xano. It has a drag and drop freeform builder. It has geolocation, custom actions, component marketplace, templates, and a bunch of other integrations. But this is what the builder itself looks like. So this might remind you of the storyboard feature in Flutterflow, where you could see how the different pages interact together. Well, in Adalo, you actually build like this. You see the page and then you use their visual builder to build on here. As you can see, some of the pages here are actually in the web version because Adalo is used both for web apps as well as mobile apps. But when you click here, you can actually change it to a mobile view. And if you're building just a mobile app, obviously like the pages will look like this rather than like this. But when you're building, you'll be clicking here on screens and then clicking on the individual page that you're building. So let's say we want to build a destination page, we'd click on that and then Adalo would bring us right to that and center the page on our screen. From here, we can start building by pressing plus. You can just drag and drop components and edit them live. To edit, you'll just left click on it and then you'd actually see all the different options here. Then it also has a database side here where you could actually see all the different databases that you have. So this one has users, trips, and destinations. You can also connect external databases. Then you have a branding tab where you can change all the colors. You have version history tab, and within the components itself, you have the different actions. So this will be like the complex functionality. So you could add an action to like create a page or update certain components or delete certain components or link to other components. You can also integrate ChatGPT and all of these other tools. They say that you can integrate over 5,000 different apps, but as you can see, their builder is very intuitive and straightforward.
آخر إشي بضل فلتر فلو. فلتر فلو هي عبارة عن منصة أنت بتصنع فيها تطبيقات وهي بتعطيك كود برمجي بلغة فلتر. وكثير من الشركات بتستخدمها وبتتعامل معاها. يعني زي هذا التطبيق اللي عملته هون. من هون انت قادر تحط كبسات، تتحكم بالنص وتعمل اللي بدك اياه. يعني تقريبا زي كأنك بتكون بصورة بس اشي مختلف. ومن هون بتتحكم بالصفحات، كل صفحة كيف بتكون ووين لازم تروح وشو لازم تعمل.
So let's start off this video with Flutterflow. Flutterflow is a mobile and responsive app builder that works on the Flutter framework, which was developed by Google. The reason why Flutter framework is great is because it's a cross-platform development framework, meaning that apps work seamlessly across desktop, mobile, and web platforms. This framework is optimized for performance, making it an attractive choice for demanding mobile applications. And Flutterflow is a no-code builder that abstracts this framework behind a drag and drop builder, meaning that you can utilize this powerful framework to build fully functioning mobile apps on both Android as well as Apple without writing a single line of code. So let's jump right into the website and take a closer look. Flutterflow allows you to build applications faster than ever. You can create beautiful UI, generate clean code, and deploy it to the app stores as well as web in one click. Fully extensible with custom code. But now let's take a look at the features. So Flutterflow allows you to make animations, it allows you to send push notifications, it gives you light and dark mode functionality. It also allows you to build collaboratively, allowing you to work effortlessly with other developers. And the best thing of all is that it allows you to export clean code. So Flutterflow generates clean Flutter code, meaning that you can just take it and export to host it yourself or pass it on to developers. In Flutterflow, you can integrate directly to Firebase, Google Maps, Stripe, and a lot of other options. But now let's jump into the app itself to see how it works. Here I use the template for like a health app. As you can see here on the left, we have all the elements. Here we have the parameters tab where we can click on each element and then edit their functionality as well as their looks. If you wanted to add some text, we just click it here and drag and drop into our app itself. Same with images and anything else that we want to add. And then we can click on this image and then edit it over here. So here we can choose another image, we can resize it and do anything else that we might need. Here we have the widget tree, so we can actually click and see the hierarchy of our elements as well as the different pages of the app. And here we have like one of my favorite features, which is called storyboard, where we can actually see all of our app pages and how they interact together. This is absolutely game changing because it allows you to visualize how you build your app and make it very easy to understand the different relationship between the different pages. So here, for example, we have the login page, and we can see exactly what happens after we log in. If you click here, we can actually see the database. So Flutterflow integrates directly with Firebase, and then it can actually allows you to view the data within Flutterflow. So you don't need to integrate in Firebase and then go to Firebase to see all the data. And here we have the API.